How do I translate an ISO 8601 datetime string into a Python datetime object? I'm getting a datetime string in a format like 2009-05-28T16:15:00. This is ISO 8601, I believe. One hackish option seems to be to parse the string using time.striptime and passing the first 6 elements of the tuple into the datetime constructor, like. I haven't been able to find a cleaner way of doing this. Is there one?
I prefer using the datetime library for time zone handling and generally solid date parsing. If you were to get an ISO 8601 string like 2010-05-08T23 column 41 column 54.000Z, you'd have a fun time parsing that with strip time, especially if you didn't know upfront whether or not the time zone was included. ISO 8601 has a couple of issues. Check their tracker that I ran into during my usage, and it hasn't been updated in a few years. Datetime, by contrast, has been active and worked for me.
Since Python 3.7 and no external libraries, you can use the fromIsoFormat function from the datetime module. Python 2 doesn't support the %z format specifier, so it's best to explicitly use Voulu time everywhere if possible.
Because ISO 8601 allows many variations of optional colons and dashes being present, basically CCYYMMDDTH column MM column SS, Z, plus HH column MM. If you want to use strip time, you need to strip out those variations first. The goal is to generate a UTC datetime object. If your system does not support the %z strip time directive, you see something like value error column Z is a bad directive in format %y %m %dt %h %m %s dot %f %z, then you need to manually offset the time from Z, UTC. Note %z may not work on your system in Python versions is lower than 3, as it depended on the C library support, which varies across system/Python build type, i.e., Jython, Cython, etc.
Arrow looks promising for this. Arrow is a Python library that provides a sensible, intelligent way of creating, manipulating, formatting, and converting dates and times. Arrow is simple, lightweight, and heavily inspired by moment.js and requests.
You should keep an eye on the time zone information, as you might get into trouble when comparing non-TZ-aware date times with TZ-aware ones. It's probably the best to always make them TZ-aware, even if only as UTC, unless you really know why it wouldn't be of any use to do so.
Datetime-parsing